I pray that this year will be the year things finally get better. So, someone wants a good year, do they? Well, I have other plans. Here's inflation, fuel price increase, another COVID variant, and to top it off, why not have a war? Just goes. Enjoy your year. Great. Well, cheers. So with everything being bad news in the minute, I thought now would be a good opportunity to evaluate my portfolio and impart some tips on how to deal with the negative side of investing. For new investors like myself, all we have known is a bull market with high growth and insane valuations. However, this is now changing, and we must now deal with the bear market.
Sup, bro?
So what can be done? Well, we'll have a look at my portfolio and we can sort of use that as a reference to go off. And I can show you what I've been doing to prepare for anything that is to come. Okay, so this is my portfolio on Trading 212. This is my ISA account. Now this is two of my pies, my dividend pie and my ETF for real estate. Now, if you haven't watched my channel before, my ETF for real estate is just a pie that I put money into, and then when I reach the required deposit amount for a house or whatever, I'm going to then take it out. So that's all that pie is, and all it has in there is two holdings with the S&P 500 and the Vanguard FTSE All World. That is all I have in there. The dividend one is what I focus on more. So you can see my holdings, I have 21 here. I did reduce this over time, so I still have room if I want to add more in there. I'm around 25 is like my max I want to go to really on holdings, but I'm happy with 21 at the minute. A few things have changed since my last upload, so I've added B&E Systems in here, and I have added Rio Tinto. Now, all of these positions I'm adding to frequently. Every month I deposit a certain amount into here, and I'm currently trying to work on my undervalued stocks such as 3M, which is in the negative, Unilever, ASML, KLA. I'm just trying to bring them up to the rest. There's no point me going in the green ones when these are in the red. I still believe in all these companies, and it makes more sense for me to dollar cost average down into these other ones and trying to get them into the green as well when they do flip, because I believe in all these companies. So you can see my overview of the pie here. We can see I've invested 1,964. My return has been £191 with a 9.75% return, and the dividends down here you can see I've currently got £2.18p in cash, that's from dividends, and I've gained a total of £50.69p in dividends. So obviously this isn't massive, but it's a start. This whole portfolio and the whole point of this channel was to start investing and start my financial journey, and that's exactly what this pie represents. I have shared my pie and there is a link down below, you can have a look at it in your own time if you would like to do so. Now, like I previously mentioned, we are now turning into a bear market, so things aren't as good. If you can see, investments have gone down. 3M is due to a lawsuit, then ASML has gone down a bit, AT&T, well that's had issues for a while because of the spin-off with Warner Media. Forexpo dropped because of the conflict going on, and so did Polymetal International. That dropped heavily because of the war. So, and yeah, that's that. But because we're in a bear market, the dividends is what I want to focus on. These keep getting paid to me. If we go into the history section, and we've gone to all, but these dividends keep coming in. So you can see dividend, 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 dividend. These are all being paid to me while there's conflict going on, why the market's fluctuating, and why there's a lot of pain. Some of the buy orders I've done recently, like I said, just buying up the undervalued ones, 3M, Kimberly-Clark, KLA, ASML, S&P, FTSE, Legal & General, Rio Tinto, put more money in that. I removed the other mining companies, Poly and Forexpo, from the pie, and I want to focus on Rio Tinto now, as I think that is the better option out of all of the ones there. I have a stock analysis on all those companies, then you can see my opinion on there. More dividends, and again more dividends. So the changes from the start of the year haven't been too bad. It was about 11% last time we looked at this portfolio, so that's dropped a little bit, but compared to the market, I wouldn't say it's that bad at all. And we can see that most of my holdings here are up as well, with only the 3M, the Unilever, and the KLA and ASML. These ones are more recent purchases of mine as well, so I haven't really given them enough time to sort of balance with the rest of my portfolio. These other companies I've held for a long time, so it just makes sense for these to be a little bit lower for now. But I believe in all these companies, like I said. I also just wanted to touch on my crypto account. So I now store everything on this Ledger Nano device. Well, it's not stored on it. There's a whole video I've made about the Ledger Nano device and storing your crypto offline instead of online. This is basically what it is. So this is Ledger Nano Live, or Ledger Live, and it shows you my cryptos here. So I'm in Bitcoin, Ethereum and Solana. Ethereum has recently done the merge, or is going to do the merge, from the proof of work concept to proof of stake. Now I have a crypto mining episode on this channel which explains kind of the proof of work and proof of stake on there, but if you would like a full video explaining just that topic, I can do that. I'm only showing you this really because a lot of people ask me about growth rather than dividends. I tend to use my crypto as my growth. As you can see here, this is a 1 month view and we can see a 32% return. My buy price for Ethereum is about 2,000 on average. That's my average buy price. You can see the price now is 2,400. Now on the Bitcoin one, I'm not too sure about. I think the Bitcoin average buy price is just a little bit below this, not as good as my Ethereum one. But crypto has outgrown most investments over the last few years, and that's why I use crypto as my growth. And it's also another way of me having my portfolio diversified. I'm not just in stocks and I'm not just in crypto. I'm in my stocks, I'm in my crypto, and I've got my side businesses as well as my normal income. These are all things that help me stay stable in times of fluctuation. I never care what the price is doing, I never care what's going on. Recently, Coca-Cola was still trading in Russia and people were telling me to sell because it's going to drop, and it's just not. I believe in the business. I'm not going to just go off fear of the market. It's not me. The point I'm trying to make with this video is really just to not panic. There's going to be some negative sides to investing. These should have been known before you actually start investing if you did the proper research. If you have chosen stocks that have good business fundamentals, then you should be okay. These businesses will do everything they can to stay afloat in a bear market. Their number one objective is to make money. That is what businesses are designed to do. They do not want to die. Times of a bear market is what separates investors from speculators. This is the time when big hedge funds will be going on sale, buying up and into their positions at more reasonable valuations. There's a lot of fear and uncertainty at the minute. Of course, that is bound to happen with everything I've mentioned about inflation, the fuel prices, the war. All of that culminating together is bound to drive some fear about investing. But just like a tree, if you planted that seed, then you just need to wait. The tree will get battered by winds, rain, all of that, all the negative sides of life, but inevitably it will grow and it will be solid and you'll have the branches and the fruit that you've wanted since you started. Okay, so that's really the topic of the video done. There's not too much to add on that side of thing. I just wanted to give a bit of an update on my current situation, why I haven't been posting as much, and sort of what I'm trying to do behind the scenes. So for me currently, I have put in a comment somewhere, but I'm pretty much working 12-hour days. The 12-hour days doing this construction shit is not it. I hate it and I don't want to do it, but it gets the money. That's the only reason. It was kind of just a position that was presented to me. I didn't know about the 12-hour days when I started. I was doing like workshops, so it was 8-hour days, and I was still posting and everything was great, but then things moved and it's just not anymore. So I am trying to look for other jobs when that happens and I move. This contract I'm on now is 6 months only anyway, so whatever happens in 6 months I'll be out, but I'm hoping to look for a new position before then, and then I can focus again on YouTube and that when I have the spare time and the creativity. My dropship store that I've been working on is getting very close to being good. I've just had to contact some suppliers and sort out some issues there. If you want, I can make some videos around dropshipping as a beginner, sort of what I've learned. And obviously this is without all the sales pitch and trying to sell you courses, because I don't know what I'm doing with dropshipping fully yet. I'm literally starting my first business and seeing what happens with it. But if that would be something that would interest you, I can show you kind of what I'm doing, how I've gone about it. But yeah, like I said, I really want to make this community work, this YouTube, all the side hustle, everything. I just want it to come together. I made a promise at the beginning of the year that that will happen, and I really do want to stick to that. I just need to make the decisions to make that so. So this job is one that's not going to help at all. That's the whole reason I didn't want to be offshore, was because I wanted to be here making videos, providing the content and making everything I can, all my businesses. The second thing I want to mention also is why I make these videos. They're not necessarily for people to watch all the time, because obviously I don't have the biggest community yet, but they're more for me to keep myself focused and keep myself accountable. That's the biggest thing you'll find out along investing journey, personal development, is keeping yourself accountable. Those days you don't want to go to the gym, those days you don't want to make a video, those days that you're slacking with your business. Doing these YouTube makes me do that, basically. All the comments that come through and I read them, and someone asks for another video, so I want to make that video. All these things come together and they make me accountable. So yeah, sorry for the ramble, I just wanted to get all that out of the way. Last quick thing to mention is thank you to Love Electronics. He has been a commenter on this channel and he has loved the content for quite a while now. Well, go check out his channel, he has some amazing gaming things on there in the VR space, and he has mentioned me in a few videos in there, so I very much appreciate that. I am going to be doing a podcast with him at some point. I just need to sort that out with my co-host, which I think we're going to sort out this Saturday with a podcast. Another thing that's taking a lot of time and energy to sort. But again, I appreciate everyone who comments and supports these videos. If you could do that again, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, much appreciated. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.